Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. In a move that could quietly shift the balance of power in Los Angeles, the Dodgers have signed a former first-round draft pick to a minor league deal, igniting curiosity around the potential return of an intriguing player. This is not just any veteran. It's Nick Senzel, the second overall pick from the 2016 MLB draft, who once had the world at his feet after a standout collegiate career at the University of Tennessee. Now, after spending years in the major leagues, he's found new life in the Mexican League, and the Dodgers are hoping to harness that renewed spark. Senzel's journey to this point is filled with twists and turns, but there's no denying that his talent has always been undeniable. Drafted by the Cincinnati Reds, his promise was evident from the start. Fast forward to today, and although his most recent MLB experience dates back a season ago, he's proving that there's still plenty of potential left in the tank. In the Mexican League, Senzel has been turning heads with an eye-popping .1900 OPS, showcasing his ability to drive and runs with impressive power. With 3 home runs and 10 RBIs in just a handful of games, the numbers speak for themselves. For those who remember his time in the majors, it's clear that Senzel's versatility is one of his greatest assets. With a career that includes 243 games as a center fielder and another 94 at third base, his ability to fill multiple roles is a luxury for any team. The Dodgers, known for their deep roster and penchant for making savvy moves, may have just added a piece who could provide crucial depth should he find his way back to the big leagues. Senzel's MLB journey began with the Reds in 2019, and while he had flashes of brilliance, it's been a roller coaster of highs and lows since then. After 5 seasons in Cincinnati, he spent time with the Washington Nationals, and in 2024, he appeared in 64 games for them. He also had brief stints with the Chicago White Sox, but it was clear that the major league spotlight wasn't shining as brightly as it once had. After bouncing between the majors, AAA, and even some AA assignments, the road back seemed uncertain. But the Mexican League has been a different story. In the Tecolotes de los Dos Laredos, Senzel has been a standout, playing with confidence and consistency that wasn't always present in his time stateside. His solid performances in Mexico didn't go unnoticed, and it was just the spark the Dodgers needed to offer him a minor league contract. This may be a low-risk, high-reward move, but the potential for Senzel to contribute in Los Angeles, whether it's as a key pinch hitter or an unexpected spark plug, is undeniably there. What makes Senzel even more intriguing is the fact that he's a career .232 hitter with 40 home runs and 143 RBIs over 6 seasons in the MLB. Those numbers don't jump off the page at first glance, but in the right environment, with the right coaching and the right teammates, there's a chance for those stats to improve. His ability to play multiple positions, combined with his newfound confidence in Mexico, could lead to an opportunity to prove himself once again on the sport's grandest stage. The Dodgers have never been a team to shy away from making bold moves, and in signing Senzel, they may have just found a hidden gem. The question now is whether he can keep the momentum going and take this second chance to reinvigorate his MLB career. If Senzel can translate his Mexican League success into the big leagues, the Dodgers may have just added an unexpected weapon to their already stacked roster. The stage is set for a fascinating chapter in Nick Senzel's career. Will he return to the form that made him such a coveted prospect in 2016, or will his journey take another unexpected turn? Only time will tell, but for now, the Dodgers have given him the opportunity to prove that there's still plenty left in the tank. The coming months will be crucial, not only for Senzel, but for a Dodgers team always looking to stay one step ahead of the competition. As spring training progresses and the season looms on the horizon, all eyes will be on the once promising prospect to see if he can make his way back to the big leagues and become a valuable contributor in Los Angeles. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. It's about the growing sense that Ohtani's larger-than-life celebrity status is becoming a distraction in the Dodgers clubhouse. Roberts, a player's manager who prides himself on creating a tight-knit, drama-free environment, is said to believe that Ohtani's massive media following, constant entourage, and the endless circus surrounding his every move are taking the focus away from the team's collective goals. It's important to remember that when Ohtani signed with the Dodgers, expectations were sky-high. Fans envisioned a dream scenario, the Dodgers steamrolling through the National League, with Ohtani putting up MVP numbers and anchoring the pitching staff. Instead, while Ohtani has been solid, injuries have kept him from pitching this season, relegating him to a role strictly as a designated hitter. His offensive numbers, while strong, have not been enough to mask the fact that the Dodgers have at times looked disjointed, lacking the chemistry and grit that has defined their best teams under Roberts' leadership. Behind closed doors, frustrations have reportedly been building for weeks. There have been murmurs about Ohtani's special treatment, about how the organization bends over backward to accommodate his needs, creating a sense of division within the clubhouse. Veterans who have been the heart and soul of the Dodgers for years are said to be quietly grumbling about the double standard. Meanwhile, Roberts, who has always preached the importance of team-first mentality, finds himself in an impossible situation. Try to manage a team where one player's aura and influence dwarf everyone else's. Insiders suggest that Roberts initially tried to make it work. He gave Ohtani space. He defended him publicly. He encouraged the team to embrace the attention, to welcome the new energy Ohtani brought. But over time, it became clear that the experiment was not working. Instead of rallying together, the team seemed to fracture. Younger players, once full of energy and hungry to prove themselves, now appeared hesitant, unsure of their place in a clubhouse that had shifted its entire gravitational pull toward one man. The joy and camaraderie that defined past Dodgers teams looked noticeably absent. The breaking point reportedly came during a recent homestand when, after another tough loss, Roberts addressed the team behind closed doors. According to those familiar with the meeting, Roberts was candid, emotional, and brutally honest. He spoke about the need to return to the fundamentals that made the Dodgers successful. He emphasized the importance of humility, sacrifice, and unity. And in a moment that left the room stunned, he reportedly told the front office later that night that he no longer believed the team could achieve its goals with Ohtani in the fold. This revelation, of course, puts the Dodgers in an incredibly difficult position. Ohtani is not just a player. He is a global icon. His presence sells tickets, moves merchandise, and draws television ratings like few athletes in the world can. The Dodgers invested a historic sum of money and an enormous amount of organizational capital to land him. To even consider moving on from him, less than a full season into his contract, would be a staggering admission of failure. And yet, if the reports are accurate, Roberts' sentiment is clear. No player, no matter how talented, should be bigger than the team. Publicly, the Dodgers have yet to comment on the situation. Ohtani, for his part, continues to go about his business in his typically stoic manner, giving little away in interviews and remaining largely guarded when it comes to his personal feelings. But around the league, the whispers are growing louder. Rival executives are watching closely, wondering if the unthinkable could actually happen. Could the Dodgers really be preparing to part ways with Shohei Ohtani? Could they trade him, or even try to find a way to mutually terminate his deal? Such a move would send ripple effects, not just through baseball, but through the entire sports world. Ohtani's free agency was the most heavily covered story in years, and his decision to choose the Dodgers was seen as a validation of the franchise's standing as baseball's gold standard. To lose him now, in such controversial and messy fashion, would be a public relations disaster of epic proportions. And yet, from Roberts' perspective, the cost of keeping him might be even higher, the soul of the team itself. Sources close to Roberts say that his frustrations are not rooted in personal animosity toward Ohtani. He respects Ohtani's talent, admires his work ethic, and understands the immense pressure he carries as a global superstar. But Roberts is a baseball lifer who knows that winning championships requires more than just individual brilliance. It requires trust, selflessness, and a willingness to sacrifice personal glory for the good of the team. If he no longer believes that is possible with Ohtani on the roster, then from his point of view, a drastic change may be necessary. As news of Roberts' stance leaks out, fans are reacting with a mix of shock, anger, and sadness. Some are furious at Roberts, accusing him of failing to adapt to the new realities of modern sports, where star players wield enormous influence. Others are siding with the manager, arguing that no player should ever be bigger than the team, no matter how transcendent their talent. And still others are simply stunned that something that seemed so perfect just a few months ago could unravel so quickly. In the coming days and weeks, the Dodgers front office will face immense pressure to navigate this crisis. They must weigh the enormous financial and branding implications of any move involving Ohtani against the very real human and competitive cost of keeping an unhappy clubhouse together. Every decision will be scrutinized, every statement picked apart, and every game watched through the lens of this growing controversy. One thing is clear, there is no easy way out of this. If the Dodgers back Roberts and move on from Ohtani, they risk alienating a massive segment of their fan base and tarnishing their carefully cultivated image as the ultimate destination for stars. If they side with Ohtani and part ways with Roberts, they lose a manager who has guided them to years of unprecedented success and whose leadership has been instrumental to the franchise's identity. For now, all we can do is watch and wait. Will cooler heads prevail, leading to a reconciliation and a renewed focus on winning? Or has the damage already been done, making a clean break inevitable? Whatever happens, this situation has already become one of the defining storylines of the 2025 MLB season, and its outcome could shape the future of the Dodgers and Major League Baseball itself for years to come. In a sport built on tradition, teamwork, and quiet perseverance, the idea that the best player in the world might be too big for even the mighty Dodgers is a sobering reminder of just how fragile even the greatest dreams can be. The Dodgers thought they were building a dynasty by signing Shohei Ohtani. Instead, they may have lit the fuse on an implosion no one saw coming. Stay tuned, because if you thought the Ohtani-free agency sweepstakes were wild, you haven't seen anything yet. This story is just getting started. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.